core workouts. These are multiple moves for addressing how to strengthen your core, and start with your lower abs. If your abdominal muscles are doing their job, it's going to support your lower back. It's going to support your pelvis, hence your hips, knees, and your entire lower body. After I do a core workout, I like to intermittently stretch and soften, because when you do core, it can be very intense. So I like to balance, and this actually has balance within it, I believe, because you're focusing on one side with your core, and then you go to center, and then you go to the other side, and then center. So when I center myself, and then I think shoulder, elbow, hand to one wall, center, I reset, and when I reset between my reps and different styles of abs, I lift my belly and I stretch my abs. Obviously, up dog is a wonderful counterbalance stretch in between your core strengths. So I'm doing V-ups, and when I begin, I puff my chest up and pull my shoulders back. That really sets my upper thoracic position for V-ups and Navasana in Sanskrit. So when you're here, if you want to do an alternative to Navasana, because you can't do very many of those, you can feel like a champion when you do this one. Your hands are on the ground, you're fully supported, and your chest comes to your thighs come to your chest rather. And then if you want to step it up, bring the hands forward. Just make sure that you hold on to that balance and you're on a fairly even surface. This is just kind of an in-betweener, opening the hands and closing and holding onto the knees. I like this because it just isolates and focuses one side of your abdomen. When you're here, only you know exactly where it burns the most. Find it and stay with it. Find your balance on your glutes. It's not always easy to find the balance on the glute. Find where it doesn't hurt. Go to your hip and then roll back a little bit. That is the spot. And you will know because you'll feel it. You can support your body with your back, elbow, or bring your hands up and hold. This is the power one. Your legs are open wider than you think you should. Why? Because you have to flex your legs and widen your stance to keep your lower body grounded as you thrash your upper body forward. It really does feel like it's an aggressive movement, initially pulling your body up and twisting. Use your breath to help you, especially when your body starts moving on the floor because you're not using a mat. I highly recommend using a mat, but if you don't, these are ones you can do anywhere, especially if you have enough meat on your body to not bring, sometimes the backbone can push into the ground and it can hurt. So make sure that you have something underneath you if you're feeling like it's rubbing your spine against the ground. So take a break from those. And right after those, it's nice to elongate the body and then do toe touch, pike. Elongate the body, exhale, toe touch, hands up, pike. You're doing this, really let your body rest for just a split moment and then come on up. So here's a nice profile. Your lower back can come off the ground for a moment when you're preparing to do your contraction toe touch. And these I do not recommend if your neck is injured. If it is, I just recommend fully supporting your head with your hands. Otherwise, really use your hands to guide yourself as you initially come up. And this is just in fast forward to make me look like I'm really, really good, which is not true. These took me a long time to learn.